Ryan Day is now in his 6th season at Ohio State. This fall will be his 4th as head coach. A New Hampshire native, Day has quickly grown acclimated to the Buckeye State, as his trip to Toledo early this month to speak at the Toledo Worcester chapter of the National Football Foundation proved. When he was in the Glass City, he took time to sit down with us. 2020, you're supposed to be up here at this banquet. We know that didn't happen. 2 years has passed. This says a lot about your commitment to the National Football Foundation in Toledo, that you are steadfast in your commitment to speak to this chapter.
Well, yeah, obviously the last couple of years have been crazy, and but Toledo has been very important for Ohio State football for a long, long time, and certainly wanted to get up here and be around it, and obviously show how important it is for Ohio State, and certainly recruiting, it's big for us, but it's also important just for all those who don't play football at Ohio State, just to be around it and to celebrate those who did such a great job this year.
What was the biggest adjustment becoming Ohio State's head coach? I would have to think it's not necessarily the X's and O's, it's all the extra attention that comes along with being a big-time national figure now.
Yeah, I would say the biggest thing is a lot more pictures. Everyone's got their pictures out, and it's part of the job, but the thing you realize is how strong Buckeye Nation is, how strong the football program and brand of Ohio State is. 500,000 alumni from coast to coast and even outside the country. But I think people just love the Buckeyes, and you realize that, and so it just reemphasizes how you got to bring it every day, and it's the identity of so many people here, and certainly have grown to appreciate what that means, and it means a lot to my family, means a lot to our program, means a lot to our players, and we live it every day, whether it's in recruiting or just developing a first-class program year in and year out that people can be proud of.
You mentioned something that means a lot to your family is mental health as well, and we just found out this evening that the Worcester chapter of the NFF is going to make a major initiative in the Northwest Ohio, Southeast Michigan area to promote mental health for high school football players, and that's, I know, an issue close to your heart.
Well, it's the second leading killer of adolescents and teenagers in America, and so we have to get out in front of it, and it's great to see that's going to happen here in this area because it's needed very much so. And there's certainly a lot of people out there that still we don't know they have these types of things, and it's kind of the silent thing that nobody wants to talk about. And we get to the point where if somebody has cancer, we give them a hug and we say it's going to be all right. If somebody has a mental illness, it's kind of like we don't talk about it. And so we got to jump in and grab on. And hopefully, as the head coach of Ohio State, we're able to shine some light on this and realize that even though we're kind of high-profile players and coaches and people and personalities throughout the state, we all still suffer from the same things that everybody else does, and hopefully this awareness will help some people in their lives and help save some lives.
Is it too much hyperbole to say this is the most important spring of your tenure at Ohio State?
Every year is important, and if it's not, try losing a game. That's how it goes. You got to bring it. It's year to year. But I would say, we have a veteran team coming back, so it's a different approach than we had last spring. Last spring we were very green, and so this year will be a different approach. It's exciting time. Certainly have a new defense going in, new offensive line coach, so that's fresh and exciting. But it's really about developing leadership, and that's like that every single year. And certainly, the number one goal year in and year out is to beat the team up north. We've got to do that this year. Second goal is to win a championship in the Big Ten. The third goal is to win a national championship.
Speaking of that team up north, what lingered longer, the bitterness of that loss or the afterglow of bouncing back in the Rose Bowl and having a historic comeback in the granddaddy of them all?
Yeah, it's just something that hasn't set well with any of us. And, we knew it's going to be a long year leading up to next year. So it's something that we have to deal with every day.